This is the rhythm of change. This is the sound of redemption. This is the way that we bring it down. Down, down, 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 down. Igniting the fire within you. These are the things that will bring it down. Down, down, 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 down. So gather the faithful. Tell everyone to stand and shout loud. Shout loud. Shout loud. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it way down. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down.
Let me tell you, it's in the air. Joy is in the air. Love is in the air. Can you feel it? What it feel like? Freedom. What it feel like? Don't sleep on it, brother. You might get left, sister. Can you feel it? What it feel like? Freedom. What it feel like? Justice. No need to be counted, cause I am down. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. Down for the end of racism, for the end of bigotry, cause I am down. For the end of misogyny, that's right. For all the isms out there, just down, down, down. Let's bring it down. Rise up, people. No more foolishness, and let's bring it way down.
Riding the river of change into the cries of contrition. This is the way that we bring it down. Down, down, 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 down. We are the children of Eden, dancing and celebrating freedom. We are the down, down, down. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. Down, down, down. So gather the faithful. Tell everyone to stand and shout loud. Shout loud. Shout loud. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it way down. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down, down. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it way down. Let's bring it down. We've got to bring it down. Stand up and shout. Stand up and shout. Rise together.
Accountability starts now. The Eric Dawson Radio Show.
Yeah. Rise up. Stand up, shout it loud.
Need any more brown faces that don't want to be a brown voice. We don't need black faces that don't want to be a black voice. We don't need Muslims that don't want to be a Muslim voice. We don't need queers that don't want to be a queer voice. And if you're worried about being marginalized and stereotyped, please don't even show up.
They're all showing up. All of them. All of them. All of them who are punk asses. All of them who don't have voices representing their skin color, their ethnicity, their gender. They're all showing up because that's what politicians do. They just politic and waste time and just attack their salaries. It's me, Eric Dawson. I got tons of energy this morning. Jennifer Hudson.
And now I'm telling you.
That was literally getting ready to come out of my mouth.
I don't know.
Asia, but Jennifer.
But I love Jennifer Hudson. I don't know. I can't sing like Jennifer Hudson, but I still love her.
Now?
I don't know.
So I am telling you, there's no way I'm leaving. Like, you can ask her to get her from the table. With a big scoop of vanilla ice cream. And then she said there's no way she's leaving. This is the best compliment she's ever had. No. She's living with her. Right. And you're going, no. And then as the camera pans to the cobbler, and the cobbler is saying to her, you're going to love me. And we're going to make it.
Speak it into existence.
Hey, listen, you got to speak it into existence. Right? You got to speak it into existence. I believe you have to. You know, if you don't believe it's impossible, say it. Say this. The last couple episodes. Yeah. Hello, this is Eric. Hello. Usually I get everybody who's speaking foreign language. Say what?
After you know that it's a telemarketing number, why don't you block that number?
Well, because
You know.
is they have I don't know what the device is called, but it
Mhm.
you know they may have like 200 numbers that they purchase, and they'll just cycle through to the next one, right? So if that first call doesn't reach a voice, an actual voice, then the second number will call, then the third number, and so you have to literally hold. I'd rather toy with the also with spam. I don't answer.
Yeah.
But the other because of the business element, right? So when I give the Asian, like social security number, or actually stayed on the phone, and one person called and said that they were from the IRS and that they needed some critical information. It was about 7 or 8 minutes. We were going back and forth, and I knew that we need to verify this information in order to be able to do blah 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 blah. You're gonna take $150,000? Ma, they're gonna take it. Like, I literally was on the phone doing that kind of stuff, and then I finally said, "Hey, listen, I gotta take care of something. Give me your phone number. I'll call you right back, and I'll give you my information." And then they cursed me out because they knew at that point that I was just wasting their time and what they don't want to do, because they operate based on percentages of being able to make a certain phone calls, flip a certain number of people based on not being aware. And so if you're keeping them on the phone and wasting their time, then you're eating into their money that they can positive flying. I get it.
I'm doing great.
You know what I got in the mail today?
Okay.
I got my neighbor's side wall of their rock, right? It's kind of creating other stuff. Maybe have somebody come or what I might be able to comment. So I went on Amazon, as I've been doing during COVID-19. They got way more money behind it. They should buy these things. They're like, I think the one I got is like 14 feet wide by like 5.5 feet. You put your shoes in the little pockets. But these pockets are bigger, and you put soil and you put seeds in it. You can grow a variety of plants, including herbs and spices. So that's
Herb style strawberries are good.
strawberries, like the whole wall. Instead of the song, was it Strawberry Fields Forever, right? This would be Strawberry Wall.
Oh boy.
Wait. I see Vincent on there. Hey, Vincent, that song came. Who wrote that song? Strawberry.
forgot the name of the group. Okay. The writer was I'm still drawing a blank. John Lennon, and Paul McCartney. Yeah.
Strawberry song that I can think of the Strawberry Letter by the Johnson Brothers, I guess it is.
The Brothers Johnson, Strawberry Letter 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you would have gotten the other one.
Yeah.
I wasn't born during the Beatles song.
Oh, you know what, Diane?
What are you? Are you kidding? My daughter is the queen of the 70s disco music.
Yeah, no, not so much.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm seeing you on YouTube, but I can't see you on Facebook. And I checked both pages. Oh, yeah, I made it. You know, I had to pick her up in Connecticut and then drive her up to Massachusetts.
Oh.
So I did it.
So was she relocating or going back to school?
I couldn't hear you.
Is she going back to school?
Yeah, she went back. I had to take her back.
Oh, okay.
She had to, so she flew up from North Carolina, but I had to, go to Bradley and Connecticut, get her, and then take her up to Amherst. School was like locked down. Like you can't even, because she had got, right, you had to pull up with all her, everybody's staff and.
What's your test or what did they do?
No, they would, like, they had sent her a self kit at home, so she did that the first one. And that's the one that said, okay, you can come up because it was negative. And then after that, she had to do another one when she got there, so that before she goes onto the actual campus.
Wow. So that's the first time I've heard that a school is really taking those precautions like that.
Yeah, listen, you would have thought the whole entire staff is in the parking lot, and they're like receiving the people. And like I said, it was take you alert, but it was my YouTube alert. So I went on Facebook and I was like, no, it's not saying it's on Facebook. So then I went to YouTube and that's where I saw you. Okay. You too.
Strawberry, everything, the 70s. When somewhere I tuned out. However,
I did see the convention to the end, and what was most well, not exactly.
Was he live or was it pre-recorded?
They were pretty much live. I mean, because you can even tell the miscues that he did, but it wasn't like an actual speech where he was reading off a teleprompter. It was more Joe Biden talking to the nation. And, I mean, it wasn't as polished as his commercial was, so you know that it was that age. And he did, whoa.
Let's back up.
Okay, his policies mention, well, he was going to do it through increasing availability of funds to small businesses and we've already expressed that. He also a lot. He even mentioned Asian American.
So, give you the job. So, minorities, talk about specifically that black.
He said that he wants to eliminate the original sin of America and the effects of it. He wants to give free college to black.
So he wants to eliminate the original. So did he say eliminate slavery or did he say
eliminate the effects of the original sin.
See, so
Snap me out.
So when he says in the move that and then he'll say, see, because it was so much more. So you take original sin, right? Then you don't really understand the mentality. So my question is, you weren't offended at all that he didn't take sin?
No, I wasn't offended. Why was I not offended? Because this is Joe Biden's speech and not Vincent Squire or Eric Dawson's speech. And Joe Biden, well, no, he is going to craft it in a language in which he is comfortable with. Okay?
So he should be comfortable, or should Black Americans be comfortable?
I think that if he's giving the speech, he should be comfortable. Just like people say on this show, because I get a lot of freaking social media comments about it, well, Wilson is an individual and individuality. If you can understand the concept and what he's saying, rather than the contextual language in which you.
I think what Eric's trying to say, Jensen, is, for instance, if you are a rape victim and you're in court and you're being what they did, you don't want them to dance around. Well, you know, we was dating it. It was because you found it.
Right, Vincent. See, because you're not.
So you're saying that so you're saying that because the person has linguistic skills and he's not presenting something in a language in which you want to hear, does it make it?
No, Vincent. It's not about linguistic skills, right? Because you're not in the U.S., maybe you wouldn't be offended by it. But no, I don't want somebody who raped and pillaged my assumed leadership, torturing. I don't want him to start off by saying original sin. I want him to step up and say, hey, listen, I'm going to usher in a new era where on free labor, right? On all of the, I want you to have a.
Let me ask the question, please, Eric.
No, but I'm not going to allow you to trivialize what I just said by saying.
I'm not sure because Eric, you were stated on code. Does it not equate to the original sin of America? No, all of that you said was not a sin?
No, it doesn't. Vincent. So that this person who brutally murdered their family member has a clear understanding of what they did.
Listen, can we use another?
And because you want to use a different, see, but because you don't understand, because you're able to use that. So yes, Vincent.
Oh, does that mean that my lineage does not or has not suffered under the oppression?
Passion for you, yes, we can use something else. But because you lack compassion for me, you want me to accept that terminology. So now let's. No.
What I'm saying is that.
I do, Vincent.
And you know what? I appreciate you not change the fact that those are his
words with Willie Lynch's words. The same way those words were words from the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. 100% right. They're his words, and they offend me. They offend me. I'm not saying. See, my point isn't that they're not his words, Vincent. See, but because you continue to talk over me, you don't listen. I understand they're his words. I want the listeners of this show to know that those are his mandate.
Well, they are wrong and then if we look at the representation that they are wrong to you, then they are wrong to a lot of other people.
That's right. That's my point. And every Black American, they say compassion for you. So, like you said, Vincent, uncomfortable.
Linguistic skills that didn't make it.
You said he used the term original sin. So what tragedies did he outline?
He didn't outline. Well, one of the biggest things that he outlined was the systematic oppression, the injustice in our justice system.
You understand what I'm saying to you, Vincent? We gotta listen.
No. See, you didn't see it. He talked 20 policy points yesterday.
And talking so that I clearly, not just me, but that this nation, because understand the people who this, Vincent, and the reason I'm staying on this is because of this. They are going to spend the next 70 days or whatever convincing Black Americans, that they need to come out and vote, right? That it is in their best interest. And I'm saying we could have taken rules as specifically done to Black Americans. No.
Well, Eric, in saying he could have, based upon what and admitted that Donald Trump is the illegitimate offspring of a blue-nosed baboon.
No.
It's still not what he did.
No, Vincent, I understand that's expected. That he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to outline all of those things. He didn't have to go to that. He could just simply say, He could simply say, America's sin, greatest sin.
Okay, Eric, and here is a political fact. In the presidential election of 2014, views of her policies and agenda. He's got the long-term verbiage, which is in his website, and he did the actual sound clips to it. That allows people to actually look at it in detail, turn their TV off, as he gives details of what actually happened. Oh.
Let me ask you this question: Do you think that if Joe Biden,
you're cutting out.
No, I'm not cutting out. I just brought a call on. Do you think if Joe Biden would have said America raped and pillaged Black Americans, that America? Wait, let me finish before you comment.
Yeah.
You have me off, right? Because you overtalk me, you never hear what I'm saying, and then I have to go back and say, Vincent, you missed the point. So
I agree.
Listen to the point and then answer my question. If Joe Biden had gotten because of its absolute brutality toward people that they tried that they had these things that they put on these collars with spikes that they put on in the use of that time, right? And I think that he would have garnered, in my opinion,
understand the ideology. Okay, I'm
no. Out of the 2016 election, if he had spoken directly to them, then he would have gotten your attention.
That's what I was going to say. Saying that, I'm saying to you, no, I disagree with that, because the ratings that he got was far more than what Hillary got, which means that those disenfranchised people seem to have been tuning in.
Colorado was cheating because your YouTube signal was horrible too. So I was just like, but actually, but since you hit me with the call it go, I'm gonna say this. If you look at the numbers, the people that done that, and he's not going to do it because, truth be told, he can't. Not if he's going to be sincere and be the person that he is. And until he even does more disingenuous pandering to Black people, he has no chance of getting the people that tuned out.
Okay, so half of what you said, but I do have to state this as well. One of the biggest things that he did do was bring back bring back a lot of the Barack Obama supporters, because they were the ones who believed had in generation, because they didn't do a demographic difference in people that tuned in.
I'll say I can't quite agree with that last part about they didn't do the demographic, because according to, I guess, previous polls, not necessarily, obviously not last night's polls, because they weren't in yet, right? But from what they have done previous to that, he was, in fact, getting different people. Hillary Clinton just was unfair. That's why I'm reciting what was said last night when after it, and what's his name, Chris Cuomo, and his guests were talking. Oh, they're wrong with that. Okay, so they do have the previous. They don't have last night's information per se, but they have what has been polling. So go ahead.
No, Larry and Hillary Clinton. He is reaching or appealing to somebody.
No, because it's not Trump. It's not because
you had me up until the point where you said nobody, no matter their affiliation or political point, or because he does not take those things. So